feeling you, B.
Depression right there.
Memoirs of a nigga from the BX. That's what made me, and I love it.
Gotta love it.
Not above it, yup, I love it. Had to do it my way, gotta follow my way. Memoirs of a nigga from the BX. That's what made me, and I love it.
Let me go.
Not above it, yup, I love it. Had to do it my way, gotta follow my way. Growing up in the Bronx, there was adventures. Shit get litty, especially in the summer. Barbecues popping off, satisfy the hunger. Then play space, make sure you're done up. Time to pack it up, leave the table. When I was young, shadow puppets was cable. It's no fable, times is unstable. Meal portion, the same size of a ladle. Had to go to the pantry to get the grub. Sometimes wash my clothes in the bathtub. In the blizzard, a nigga had to walk to school. It didn't matter, that's what we had to do. In ghost sound ciphers on the fucking roof. Smoking hydro, make the cops come through. They be doing the most for a fucking roach. I hope they don't approach aiming toast. Memoirs of a nigga from the BX. That's what made me, and I love it.
Gotta love it.
Not above it, yup, I love it. Had to do it my way, gotta follow my way. Memoirs of a nigga from the BX. That's what made me, and I love it.
Let me go.
Not above it, yup, I love it. Had to do it my way, gotta follow my way. A nigga got locked cause the spot got raided. They pissed, they got no information. Let us go, your time just got wasted. When they looking mad, you know that's my favorite. Trade dogs roaming, corner stores open. Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese that's toasted. I'm posted, waiting for the fucking bus. Just to go to a job that's fucking tough. What's this on my check? That's not enough. Let me get a meat cleaver, run amok. Turn savage, far from the average. These bills I'm having with steak and vanish. I thought I'd play for the New York Knicks. It didn't happen, then I figured life's a bitch. In the projects, bitches used to suck my dick. In the staircase, and this stank like piss.
That ass though.
Time to pack them up early. Yeah. South Central, what it do though? Let's get 'em. Eradicate the town, then call it ground zero. Mind your business, don't try to be a hero. I beat up the liar, applying the pressure rapidly. Like your mistress, obliterating your salary. Chasing in the places, that's gotta be spectacular. When it comes to life, you can't be the passenger. Bring that massacre when they be coming after you. She fired you because you couldn't manage her. Equipment clips, make a nigga dip. That shit I spit is too late. You is useless, I'm improving. I level up with beat to music. Yo, Marco Lloyd's is so lame. Do anything for clout and fame. Say man and Leo away from the Bronx all the way to LA. Your force got major kickback. You all gonna need a shit back. Use caution when you wish that. South Central been a dispatch. The bomb from Bronx living on. AKA King Kong Palm. King Picasso drawing arms. It's the storm after calm. Whip it in the kitchen. My adventures make a nigga get. Turn to the streets when jobs is out of reach. South Bronx to South Central ain't nothing sweet. Come compete, you get delayed.
Monster hunt on these streets when it's time to eat. TDJ towards the freak when it's time to preach. My smackdown raw still all elite. Yeah, press batch type, never mind the seats. 10 toes down, no need to leech. My word concrete, still wearing cleats. Bad bitch with me, still sand the beach. On the each two for me, cause it's never a reach. YouTube, I still hide the seat. Flaw with the jaw, but I plug the leak. Got on this mic and I'm in too deep. About 1,000 about it later, means you hear it in me. King of the block while I throw in the seat. Never met a geek that ran the streets. J's on the feet while I touch these beats. Go Sega with the sonics like I'm Fidel 3. Stay resubmitting every path to pave. Walk a tsunami cause I am the wave. Bring your revelations like the end of days. Saw him in a palm frame, Beverly's made. Enemies clock out like Flavor Flav. Make it public when you took it, I was born to blaze. For me in the kitchen for the food you crave. This raw rap shit and the beef is brave. On this campaign I'm vicious. Word to sit, I'm the sickness. Champagne drink for my bitches. If she's queen, we share riches. On these hills granting wishes. If she's Hershey's, it's kisses. It's like magic, I'm twisted. Bars on Tundra, you missed it.
Whip it in the kitchen, my adventures make a nigga get. Turn to the streets when jobs is out of reach. South Bronx to South Central ain't nothing sweet. Come compete, you get delayed. 1 2 1 2. Tell me how I'm sounding to you. Yeah, B, what's goody though? Council Roundtable signing back in once again. Episode 362. We took the old fashioned rats to let y'all know what's happening. Thanks for the likes early with it. That's why I fucks with y'all, B. Y'all are so awesome. You know what I'm saying? What's goody though? What's going on? How's y'all week going? Blaze early. We the ones and the most certainly the bums. Let them know how you feel about them. Yeah, B. Yeah, man. So y'all see the title, B? Chris Jericho. I guess Chris Jericho with the swerve of the year. Everybody thought he was going to WWE, but lo and behold, he said he's back home in AEW. Really? What happened in them negotiations? If there was any, I don't know if there was.
They wanted to give him that regular ass.
They wanted to give him a bullshit contract, right?
Yeah, that Legends contract.
They wanted to give him that Legends contract, babe. Sorry to hear about that, Blaze. And you definitely will bounce back, my dude. You got this, my dude. Keep punching. Good. Thank Y2J. Wait, my bad. Good thing Y2J stated AEW probably feed him to Gunther. Oh, yeah. Good point. That probably was the plan, and Jericho probably was like, he didn't want a job. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's some bullshit. Because it's like, if that was the case, why not, Jericho? Why not job out the Gunther? What do you... many times. Why not job the Gunther? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you gain for being Gunther? Speaking of Gunther, I guess he's a bodyguard now. I don't know what's going on with WWE. I try to stick around. Oh, we hit 10. Oh, we hit 10 already. Okay, let me open up them floodgates real quick. A deal's a deal. Chill. 10 likes off the kick. And we got a new sub. Appreciate you, B. All right. Welcome to the table. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause and all that. Open up them floodgates. Pow! Right there. Pull up, pull up, pull up. And hit that thumbs up too, B. Hey, I'm thinking, 30 likes. What you think, Blaze? 30 likes tonight? I think we hit 10. We hit 10 likes in like what? And record time tonight. 30 likes tonight. That's what it's looking like. 30 likes when it comes to the live and when it comes to the uploads. Shouts go out to everybody in the bushes that be watching the uploads too, B. Hashtag pow right there. Yeah, so Jericho, B. Am I excited? Fuck no. Y'all still feel the same way about Jericho. This dude is way past his prime. Now he's a good guy, and I just really don't care. Now, him going to WWE, it would have been interesting, like probably like for the first couple of months. Then I would have been over it ASAP. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's okay. 30 likes tonight. It's gonna be a good night. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. You watching SmackDown? Speaking of tonight, it's like I'm low key. It's like I'm low key boycotting SmackDown. I just watch the highlights here and there because man. But I heard it's been getting a little better. Like slowly but surely, it's been getting better. I remember when it was like a few months ago, SmackDown was like below a million in the ratings. I guess they're above a million now, and that's good. You know, that's all we want at the end of the day is to be entertained. We want a good product. Like we're not like the rest. We're not just gonna sit here and just accept what y'all force feed us. Because we know ultimately it's bullshit. You ain't got access to SmackDown and you're not paying no extra. I feel you. And yeah, Netflix going up another extra $2. Like, yo, I'm about to shut that shit down soon too. But the thing is, like, other than Raw, Netflix be having some shit that I be watching. Like, I'm still catching up with The Walking Dead. I want to start watching Rick and Michonne shit. I want to watch the Daryl Dixon shit.
But babe, that shit's on Philo, ain't it?
Oh, I don't know.
AMC is on Philo.
But I normally be watching it on Netflix. I'm gonna have to look into that. My lady was saying that all that stuff is on Philo because we got Philo. Yeah, buddy. You see that shit with this dude LA Knight? Oh man. I wonder if I could play that. I should be able to play it in a way. Let me see. Let me try. Let me This might be a little risky. This is LA Knight pulling up to this dude ISHOWSPEED's live stream. He said, how did you get in my house? And it's like, yo, my dude, fire your security, get a new alarm system, all that. If this dude LA Knight could just walk up in your house like that, white privilege. Better off getting the AMC app. I can watch all the Walking Dead stuff plus the new episode the next day of airs for Daryl and Negan Walking Dead. Oh, Daryl and Negan's coming. See, that's why I gotta start watching the Daryl Dixon shit and the Negan joint. Negan and Maggie. What's that? Dead City. So I guess those series lead up to Daryl and Negan's Walking Dead spinoff. It makes sense. There's a lot of stuff I gotta catch up on, B. A lot of shit.
Busy man.
You ain't never lied, babe. For those out there that listened to last week's episode, I just finished The Sopranos. That was good. I think a lot of stories got discontinued, but ultimately it was cool. There was a lot of stories just like, yo, dang, I just like fuck it, I just moved on. You was what? Saying it separate? No, you good. Oh yeah, let me see if I can I'm gonna cue this up real quick with the LA Night ish. Let me see. Okay.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, y'all. My bad, y'all. I should have had this queued up, but hey, what can I say? We chilling tonight, B. I just see the thumbnail. This dude Cody Rhodes laid out on SmackDown.
What else is there?
Yeah, because Cody beat him up last week, so I guess he got to get beat up this week. Also, the formulaic shit, like I beat you up this week, you beat me up next week, I beat you up. Whatever. I guess.
When is WrestleMania?
WrestleMania is 18th and 19th or something like that. It's a couple of weeks from now. Oh wait, damn! I'm setting it up right now. Okay, I'm almost done, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. I got it. Neither, but I heard about that Max Kruger shit. Like these motherfuckers is ridiculous, and I thought it happened at MLW at first. Was it happened at another indie promotion? And yo, this is what I'm talking about with these wrestling fans, yo. I'm glad you brought that up. As a matter of fact, before I play the ISHOWSPEED LA Night stream, I can't stand y'all wrestling fans. I really can't. Like first with the whole not MLW, excuse me, the whole Max Kruger incident. Y'all sitting there trying to stab this man. Oh, this one dude trying to stab Cruel or Max Kruger during the match or whatever. Or matter of fact, I think it was after the match. And I think he did stab him. Thank God he ended up being all right. But they had jumped the dude. The ones I was in on that particular roster, when it comes to that wrestling promotion, they had jumped the dude. I'm not gonna lie, they should have did much more because they looked like they was barely even punching them. They was punching them. They was putting some blows on them, but that motherfucker shouldn't have walked out of that venue. His leg should have got broken or something.
It
Like
should have been two people on stretchers.
I'm telling you. But now I don't think he got carried out. I think Crew didn't know he was stabbed until after the incident. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can't stand y'all retarded ass wrestling fans, B. Seriously, jump off a fucking cliff with an anvil tied around your neck, please. Y'all motherfuckers is retarded, son. Why you gonna sit there and stab the man for? And then not only that, I think I was scrolling past my feed and I seen like a video of motherfuckers cursing out Dominic and Obafemi or whatever because they didn't want to give him an autograph. I guess they was walking across the street or something like that. I didn't watch the whole video. I was scrolling past. Oh, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be nowhere. And they just trying to go about their business. It's like, yo, people they don't have to always give you their damn autograph. Relax. Professor Simpson was goody B. Oh yeah, always. Don't be a twerp and do that ASAP. Yeah, Danhausen. Danhausen's been cooking. He's not even doing much, and he's already like one of the most over people on the whole organization. To tell you the truth, that's sad too. Let's really be real. This dude Danhausen became so over in a short period of time. All he says is you are cursed. $50,000 right there. That's how we trying to tell motherfuckers. y'all want to sit here and want to be like, oh, matches and jumping all over the place and all, like that's cool and all. It is, but people want characters. People want to have fun and all that shit. We have enough really good matches. We really do. It's all over the damn place. Almost every promotion has really good matches. And that's the thing, motherfuckers they're not grasping that concept. That's why this dude Dan Housen, he lit right now. But fuck y'all retarded ass wrestling fans. Seriously. Let me go back to this damn shit that I was about to pull up. Let me see real quick. Pull up in a highly super duper highly expensive Consultron over here. Got my dude C-Flu in the building. C-Flu was goody.
Because, well, you showed up on my show. I figured I'd just go ahead and show up on your show. How you doing, chat? I knew you were live streaming. That's how I knew you were here. So what I'm thinking is just, look, I don't know how you feel about Logan Paul. It seems like you guys are pretty tight, huh?
No, I didn't mean to get involved. And Ted knows.
No.
I didn't mean to get involved.
You gotta understand something here. No matter how tight you are with Logan Paul or not, I don't agree with you that too much, but what he told you, you made a lot of enemies. You made some pretty big enemies this past Monday on Raw.
No, man, come on, man. Get involved first. Come on, brother. No, I don't want to get involved, man. Listen, I don't like Ted. I know I didn't mean
No, it's a little too late.
He's cursed, LA Knight. Come on now. He's cursed.
For that. You're already involved. You stepped in it. You don't understand. Here you were just sitting there. You cost the Usos are tag team titles. Then you're out there celebrating with the vision like it's a little bachelorette party. Your favorite strippers. I'm sorry, hey. But then the one thing that you did, the biggest mistake that you made, the shot heard around the world. You got the little brass knucks. You got excited about him. And what you do? You hit me with them.
I'm sorry.
You hit me. No. It's too late for sorry.
Okay, right.
And that's the thing too. That's like, why did he pick up the brass knuckles in the first place? Y'all remember on Raw, this dude, like he was mesmerized by the brass knuckles that Logan Paul had dropped. Like, my dude, you acting like those are like from Muhammad Ali or something. And then remember, I don't know why LA Knight tapped him on the shoulder when his back was turned and ended up getting cracked upside his head. But whatever.
What do I gotta do? I'll tell you what, let's talk to chat. What do you think? Is he involved? I think you're gonna see a whole lot of people say, yeah, he's involved. Yeah, he's involved.
Yeah.
That you have stepped in at this point, my man.
Chat, y'all know, please, y'all. Come on, man. I didn't mean to do it. Listen, I'm not involved in this. This is not my mess. What I gotta do? What do I have to do for us to be cool on equal terms?
Let's take it down for a second. Let's relax. Let's just relax. I'm gonna take a seat here. Big deep breath.
I'm glad LA Knight is getting this exposure, though. I say that. LA Knight, you know what I'm saying? He's getting more eyes on him when it comes to social media and stuff like that. So can't be too mad about that.
Let's paint the picture. Here you were last week, New York City. You're sitting at Monday Night Raw. You're having a good old time. All of a sudden, you end up in here. Chain reaction. Everything that you did caused all these different things, and now you got a problem. But I believe in second chances. Matter of fact, I've had a couple second chances myself, so I'm gonna give you a second chance. And here's how we do this. Monday Night Raw this coming week, it's gonna be in Houston, Texas. I'm gonna make sure all the accommodations are in place, all the accoutrements are there, everything that you need to be comfortable, so that you can show up in Monday Night Raw.
No,
and you can fix this yourself.
I'm not involved. No,
look, you don't have to be involved. You can clean this mess up yourself. I'm gonna give you a second chance right here. Okay. So look, it's all on the up and up. It's all on the good. All you gotta do is show up this Monday in Houston, Raw, and we can make it good.
Texas.
man.
As far as that,
I'm sorry though. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't mean to punch you.
No. But the whole
And
thing,
like, I don't want to get involved, and Ted knows this. I don't want to get involved. I'm not a bad person.
the whole thing with the receipt for that.
What the shit?
Got him bleeding out the mouth and all that. All right. Henny guy was goody. Was goody. Blaze said, ISHOWSPEED been training. I'm all for LA Knight versus this dude, ISHOWSPEED match. Yeah, these dudes is actually training ISHOWSPEED. You got Sheamus, you got Finley, and I think you got Randy Orton. They've been training him. You got my guys in the building.
Like he fucking launched Speed. My God.
I haven't seen Speed that shook since that time Tiana Trump kissed him on live stream. Then he tried to play it off like he didn't smash after. Poor bastard.
Like the only person who got launched further was when Obafemi launched that fucking security guard, fucking 10 feet.
Yo, did my dude filthy, son? You know this dude, what's his name? What's my dude name?
Obafemi?
No. Feast your eyes, Dijak.
Oh yeah.
Dijak, he was tight about that. He's like, can y'all please stop killing my students?
Then he
That's funny.
Then he launched. Then he launched the general manager. This dude just likes launching people. And then Brock F5'd the poor security guard that stayed in the ground for more ass whooping.
But I'm glad you brought that up though, Black Star. So we was having a discussion in the chat about that particular segment.
Yeah.
I was saying that this dude wasn't needed. Triple H was not needed to come through and break shit up at all. Let's say you.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't needed. Not at all.
Yeah, I was talking about it that night that it happened. What's going on is that there are certain tropes that are overused in WWE. And one of the most overused tropes is the pull apart brawl. They do it like every other week. They did a pull apart brawl when we were quiet about it last week to the fans. We apologize because when we do the show, it's happening at the same time as SmackDown. Last week, Orton and Cody had a pull apart brawl, and it was awful. It was one of the worst pull apart brawls that I've ever seen. I was listening to Solo Monster do the review after, and he said it was the worst brawl he'd seen. And I was like, he must be exaggerating. And to those who haven't seen it, I mean, it's been a week now, so I imagine most people have seen it. But it was like Randy was cutting a promo, Cody came out the bus, and he just had like no authority in his walk at all. It's like, dude, last time we saw you, Orton fucking kicked your ass. Like, at least pretend to give a shit. He just had to look like it was just another day in the office. Security was there. It wasn't one of those like he fought through the security. He just casually walked past them. It's like it made them look incompetent. He got in the ring with Orton. They started brawling, and it was just, I mean, we all know wrestling's a work. The punches looked bad. It wasn't good. It was not. They both were just on autopilot that night. So, which
is weird because you'd expect, like, at least when it comes to Cody Rhodes, he could do a good pull apart brawl. Why is it different this time around?
Yeah, so that was just a bad night. And then, Roman and Punk, they're starting to brawl. So what happened with Brock and Oba is that I think when they were booking the show, they realized like, oh wait, we can't have Brock and Oba do a pull apart brawl too. But we've also decided that they're not going to touch until Mania. So how do we get out of this? And then Triple H's solution was, I'll just break it up and make it about myself. Like, there are other ways you can go about that. Like, do you guys remember a couple of years ago when Joe was in WWE? They did a backstage segment where, like, Joe was in one room and Brock was in another room. And Joe was like, why are you ducking me? Why are you ducking me? And Brock's like, I'm not ducking you. I'm not looking for you, Joe. I'm not looking for you. Then, like, Joe took off his headset. He started looking for Brock. You could have did something like that. You could have had, like, Oba in one room, Brock in another room, You could have done some kind of, like, contract signing or something.
Like, Oba should have launched Heyman. That would be funny.
Yo, shots go out to Heyman, though. Heyman's been taking bumps this WrestleMania season. I'd give him that. Took like what, 4 bumps so far.
He's trying to make people forget about the vision. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. But
yeah, he's like, if I take enough bumps, if I take enough bumps, people won't think about the shitty booking. That's what he's doing.
Right. This shit is ass. Come on, son. Like, yo. My main thing is that, okay, like what this dude Eric has said, this dude coked out Sean, he was saying like, yo, they should have had NYPD pull up and break these dudes up. Maybe guns drawn, I don't know, tasers. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is just such a fucking mark. He's such a mark for himself. This dude Like, yo, come on. It was so unnecessary, B.
Then tonight, for those of you guys who don't know, Pat McAfee was the person on the other line, or like on the other side of the conversation.
So Sandman, you haven't seen any of that. We went off on this earlier tonight, and even John was like,
I swear, Black Star, you do that again, I'm gonna bench you. Do that again. Can you please stop switching the subject? You keep switching the subject. We talking about what's going on with the Obafemi shit.
Oh, okay.
Got my dude TKO in the building. Was goody.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
It's good, TKO.
But what you were saying now, Tove, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying we was talking about this in the chat, and even John was like, "Yeah, this shit wasn't good." The Pat McAfee thing, I saw right through that immediately. All that is, and this is from me. So for all the listeners, you heard it from me.
I think you're talking about. Hold on, wait, hold on. I think it's gonna add on to the whole Obafemi shit.
Okay, I can add on to that. I mean, I'm agreeing with you that one. That Triple H made it about himself. I mean, he wasn't needing the segment. Some people tried to say it was like that time Gorilla Monsoon came out and Vader killed him, and I'm like, yeah, but Triple H didn't get killed though. So
because that's really be real. That was a highlight of the show. I ain't gonna hold y'all, and I think Triple H really ruined that shit.
No, but didn't Pierce already die because Obafemi launched him?
Man, when every week Pierce dies, come on now, that ain't nothing new.
Yeah, this dude is wild. They might as well bring back Theodore Long or something.
So why would he be the one to break it up? So why? So Obafemi can launch him out of the ring?
No, I was saying that what this dude Eric has said. He was saying that this dude, they should have had the police pull up. Because remember, Paul Heyman said he was a snitch anyway.
Yeah.
So do you really want NYPD to die on national TV?
Yo, wouldn't that made them look like badasses? They started tossing around the NYPD.
Yeah, I know what King Eric was talking about. There was a Nitro segment like right before the NWO shit blew up. It was I think they used to call it a triangle match back then. It was the Steiners, Harlem Heat, and Luger and Sting, and then Hall and Nash showed up. They jumped over the barricade and they had baseball bats and they slammed the baseball bats on the barricade and it was really loud. So then like a shitload of police officers came out and they like all had their hands on the piece. Like they was about to pull it out and somebody was going to get shot. It was a really cool visual. Yeah, I know.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but
and I believe
a better segment. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I think a better segment was on ECW when Rhino was beefing with the cops and he was sparing them. Or goring them. I get you.
Yeah.
Nah,
but I think
that was Chef's kiss.
I think back then, like they actually did pay off like the police department of whatever city they were in to show up. Because typically, like if you see police on wrestling shows now, it's just independent wrestlers dressed like the police, but it's not actually the real police. So
Tyler was goody.
Trick was a police officer back in the day, getting launched.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, wasn't he with these? Wasn't he with what's my dude name again? Yuha Nation dude, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Apollo.
Like Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews, yeah.
Uha Nation.
Uha Nation, yeah.
Much better.
Okay, so yeah, now I see what you're talking about. Now, Black Star.
With the Pat McAfee thing.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
See, exactly.
Yeah. So let me cook on that. Like we were burying this.
To be fair, let Black Star continue because Black Star he did start this part off. So let Black Star continue on what he was saying.
Like to be absolutely fair to everything that's been going on is pretty much right message, but completely the wrong messenger. And you're gonna see in a second, Sam, man, the whole McAfee promo.
Okay.
That it was a solid promo. He was saying what everybody else has been saying for months now. but it was McAfee was the one who was saying it. If anybody else would have said it, if Cowboy Bob would have said it, or if Orton would have said it, it would have came out a lot better.
Yeah.
It was the fact that a person who does not watch the product, and he admits that he doesn't watch the product, but the person who said it. That's what made it.
So we were not make sense. Yeah, we buried this like an hour ago. Me, TKO, Eric, and even John was like, "Yeah, this shit was ass." And the minute I saw McAfee, I knew immediately, like, okay, I see what's going on here. And I'll say it right here. Okay, April 3rd, 2026. Y'all heard this from me. Not Sean Ross Sapp, not Meltzer, not The Observer. I said this shit, right? What this Pat McAfee shit is, it's just a desperate attempt to get to get Orton booed. That's what it was. Because when Pat McAfee starts cutting his promo, as Blackstar just said, and thank you, John, for telling me his name because I forgot the guy's name. McAfee basically cut a Dan Lambert promo. Remember the Dan Lambert guy? The one who was in AEW with
hell yeah, he was really good. I don't know what happened to him.
Every time he showed up in AEW, he would cut like these anti-IWC type promos. He would say the type of shit that like you would hear Cornette say, or like Pritchard say. And the AEW fans like ate it up. They booed him out the building. So Pat McAfee, he mentioned like record low ratings. He mentioned like the ticket sales being bad. WWE never does this. They never do that. Never.
But is that really a bad thing though?
No. What I'm saying is that
I don't think that's a bad thing. Is that they need a dose of truth on air.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is it came off as like he's desperately trying to get heat. He's desperately trying to add heat to Orton. Like boo him. And I know we're doing the show right now, so maybe you can watch a replay or check the.
No,
YouTube
I'm watching it now.
Yeah. The fans did not boo at all. Like
No,
it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Yeah, so they were trying to go for that Dan Lambert type heat. That shit works in AEW. It doesn't work in WWE. They don't care. They're going to cheer Orton regardless. So like that shit's not going to work. So what Blackstar said, where he was like, right message, wrong messenger. Like I agree 1,000%. Like they're just checking off boxes. It's another celebrity that they can promote to, push their ticket sales. And they're hoping that because Pat McAfee is really good. He's really entertaining. He's charismatic, and everything he said was correct.
I like it.
But they're
I like the promo.
they're hoping that.
So what's the issue? That's what I want to know. What's the issue?
He's not going to get booed.
That's it. No, I don't know.
Yeah, they're not. They're
booing him now.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. They weren't booing him. They were cheering.
Okay.
We said this is the reason why the Rams moved out of St. Louis. Like fuck.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like that's how I knew. I was like, okay, he's on that Dan Lambert type shit. Like and I'm sure he'll do more. He'll probably do what Rock did. Remember when Rock was posting promos like on his Instagram and Twitter, and everybody was like watching every week. It was fun. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. Pat McAfee was not a thought in my mind. Honestly,
no. What I was hearing was KO or Bob Orton.
I think the pros outweigh the cons. Now I hear what y'all saying. I really do. But I think the pros outweigh the cons. The pros outweigh the cons. Yeah, they're not gonna boo Orton because it's more than a Cody problem. It's just like a face problem when it comes to WWE.
Look,
the faces are just too corny.
Okay.
I give WWE a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, I really do want the best for them. All I'm saying is, they got 2 weeks left. I'm not trying to fearmonger or anything. They got 2 weeks left. Right now, if they don't change anything, we're gonna get Cena 2006 territory with heat.
It's a one-match mania right now.
I don't want that. I don't want Cody to get booed out the fucking building. I don't want Cody beating Orton. I don't want to go back to that. Let's go Cena. So I don't want to go back to that. But we're like 1 block away from that. if they don't like fucking change directions, because
right now
I don't know how the fuck you get out of this right now.
Right now, this Mania is a 1 to 2 match Mania, and that is Oba versus Brock, which they did a pretty good job of building, and Punk versus Roman. It's just the 2 match Mania so far.
Punk and Roman are literally carrying Mania
over Brock and Oba.
Them two, Brock and Oba for the most part is fine. It just depends if Oba wins or not. That I'm most concerned with. But overall, their Punk and Roman is their biggest match, and that's been outside of those 2 matches. Who really cares about the rest of the card?
Oba is literally
you know what it comes off as? It just comes off as most of the buildup seems rushed.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's ultimately how this feels, because we're used to, and rightfully so, we're used to like a monthly buildup. But most of these feuds just happened a few weeks ago.
What it comes off to me as, man, is it comes off to me that Triple H is just throwing darts at a board, hoping something.
No shit.
Like
when I say it, I'm the crazy one.
Right, like read some of these Mania matches. Like some of these Mania matches, it's like, and some of these matches aren't even confirmed yet. Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Like no one fucking had that on their card.
Pause. Hold on. Let me talk about that shit. WWE, y'all ain't shit for this. I literally said that as a fucking joke. I said that shit as a fucking joke, man. And I remember the exact moment that I said it too. It was literally a week after Bronson Reed got hurt. And I said that shit as a joke. Like, imagine if Gunther got paid off by Heyman because Heyman kept talking to somebody backstage. And then it turns out to be Gunther when Seth gets cleared. I remember saying that shit well.
Back to my PSA. I don't work for WWE.
Yes. Yo.
People think you lying,
and that's so and that's so crazy because you said that exact same line on the same day I said that, Black Star. So I know it's real. Like yo, WWE, y'all ain't shit, man. How the hell y'all? Oh my god, man.
Yeah, look at these matches, man. Like this WrestleMania is like it's a fucking dartboard. Like okay, we got Gunther and Seth Rollins, LA Knight against ISHOWSPEED. Okay. A random ladder match. Of a shitload of people.
It's a one-on-one match.
That's probably what it's going to be.
What I'm hearing,
I figured it was going to be like a triple tag team.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. Like I was hearing that it could be a 6-man.
It's still random as fuck. You got that.
Yeah. It is.
You got a ladder match with a shitload of people who are like never on TV. You know, you got a match between Fatu and Drew that was clearly going to be a Hell in a Cell, but instead is going to be another street fight. Probably because they can't afford to put Hell in a Cell in there for whatever reason. Like they're just throwing that you added Pat McAfee tonight.
And it's like they could have made that a regular cage match. They could have made Fatu and McIntyre just having a regular cage match.
They don't like a thing.
Yeah, man. It's just this undercard. You can just tell like there's no rhyme or reason behind any of it. Like Triple H is just throwing darts, hoping something sticks.
So, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
So you don't like unsanctioned between those two? Between
what, Drew and Fatu?
Yeah, between Drew and Jacob.
I mean, it'll be fine, but I figured the Hell in a Cell, or to quote Sandman, a cage, I figured that would make more sense since they kept brawling all over arenas. So why not put them in a cage where they're locked in, you know?
Yeah, I would say that I would implement all that. I would implement all that in the promo. Have this dude Pierce, not Pierce. Have this dude Magnus be like, yo, I'm tired of you going around wrecking shit and breaking everything. I'm gonna keep y'all in the damn ring and settle this once and for all because y'all keep breaking shit. Yeah, but the only way I can stop y'all from leaving the ring is putting y'all in the cage. But whoever leaves the cage is fired. That's it. Well,
they're walking like the
of course,
Walking
you gotta
Dead.
come out the cage and win the match, but you know.
They're walking like the Walking Dead. So, like, basically, we don't want you motherfuckers to get hurt on our dime. Have an unsanctioned match. Like I think that kind of makes sense because
here's the thing.
Walking.
There's no like we gotta remember. There's no build to any of these stories. All these stories was built off of was brawls. That's it.
The only
like why the fuck are y'all so mad in the first place? Let's really be real.
We need to go back.
Why y'all mad? Motherfuckers is just mad just to be mad. You have a
the only two matches that have a resemblance. The only two matches that have a resemblance of a story, and that's why I said it's a 2-match card, is Oba and Brock, and Punk and Roman. Those are the only two that have a resemblance. But even with
Oba and Oba and Brock, let's really be real. Why Oba just showed up and wanted to fight Brock? He still didn't even explain that. Remember,
this story is fucked to begin with.
And Oba just showed up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Remember, Oba just showed up. Wouldn't like no rhyme or reason. He just showed up. Remember, he was beefing with Kit Wilson. He wasn't even supposed to be on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Brock?
He's on Raw, and he just confronted Brock. Why he confronted Brock? This one, you and Seth Rollins was cool.
Even to quote to pick it back off of Sandman, like even the Oba Brock shit doesn't make sense because, like I said, like weeks ago, like this is how you can tell Triple H is making it up. Like we've seen this before. It's common fucking sense. Even Vince did this.
Yeah, we've seen this with Brock.
If you really wanted to do Brock versus Oba. If that was your plan, penciled in, why didn't Oba eliminate Brock at the Rumble? How many times have we seen that where you have two guys in a Rumble, they've never met before, they've never interacted before, and then they eliminate each, guy A eliminates guy B, and then guy B goes back in the ring and eliminates guy A, or he does something to cause guy A to be eliminated. Like I think the most obvious example of this was Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, 2005. Remember that? Angle came out, was suplexing everybody, Angle slamming everybody. Boom! Sweet chin music. He's outside the ring. Angle's like, what the fuck? He goes back in there. Angle slams Shawn Michaels. They start brawling. Next thing you know, they're fighting at Mania. Makes perfect sense. So if they really wanted to do Brock Oba, why didn't you have like either Oba eliminate Brock or some type of like, because as it happened, Brock eliminated Oba. But the way that Brock did it, it wasn't even like an elimination that was focused on. It wasn't like, oh my God, Brock eliminated. No, he just tossed him like everybody else. Like it made no sense. So even then, they didn't have the match penciled in.
But hold on. Didn't they do this with Brock in 2002? Didn't Brock beat the dog shit out of Spike Dudley and then beat the dog shit out of the Hardy Boys and then beat the dog shit out of Rikishi? And then all of a sudden he got a Brock title match?
Yeah.
Isn't that the exact same fucking thing?
Well, who's getting a title match?
Huh?
I mean, who's getting the title match in this analogy?
No. Like what I'm saying is that like before he got the big name, before he got the Rock, did he beat the shit out of the Hardy Boy? Did he beat the shit out of Spike Dudley? Isn't the same thing?
Yeah, yes, the squash matches. Yeah, squash matches.
I think the difference is though
similar to each other.
I see what you're going with it. The difference is that Brock he was killing like low card guys and mid card guys, but you may have forgotten, and I don't blame you if you have, because it's been many years since then. Brock was beating a lot of credible people on the way there. Like he beat RVD.
You got Rikishi.
He beat Rikishi. Brock was beating people.
He had the belt when he beat him.
He was beating former world champions before he faced Rock. They had Obafemi beating I can't even say mid card guys. Kit Wilson's not a mid carder. He's a low card. No one gives a fuck about Kit Wilson.
Yeah, like my dude.
The most credible guy he beat. The most credible guy he beat is Rusev, and that's a small margin because he's on TV.
Right. Rusev ain't shit. I mean, motherfuckers like, yo, you got to give it a chance. Give what a chance? He's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to win every single match, Sandman. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers is crazy.
I think
John Cena some shit like that. Oh, you can't win every single match, John Cena.
I thank God WWE doesn't listen to motherfuckers like that because y'all would kill the company. Like, Jesus Christ, man. If John Cena was on me. Word, if John Cena was on
crazy.
that, bro. If John Cena was on that losing streak, motherfuckers would be bitching and moaning every day. Like
Cena, I'll give this to Cena. He actually pitched to lose to Obafemi, but Triple H said no.
He did.
He wanted Gunther. Yeah. He wanted Gunther, and look how that worked out for Gunther. That did nothing for him.
Exactly.
Did nothing for him.
Exactly.
Now, Triple H is lazy.
Now, if Obafemi would have beat Cena, then Brock Lesnar would be nowhere near his radar right now. He would.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear.
Remember, I said from before. Before, B. Oba, let's really be real. He could take both belts right now on Raw and SmackDown. He could take both belts. You know, damn well, Oba could wash up Cody, and he could damn sure pack up Punk.
Like I said, he launched Baron Corbin, he launched Baron Corbin's trainer clear across the ramp.
Jack was like, "Yo, what the fuck y'all doing to my students?"
He did his actual sport on that poor guy. He did shot put on that motherfucker.
But hold on, let me read these comments real quick. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. Peace to the chat. What's good, Tyler? You say you're tired of Cody Rhodes. I like Cody, but he just booked terribly. Past promo was stating facts, but I'm not a past supporter. I hear you see Flu was goody. You know what I'm saying? Peace to you, peace to Tyler. You've been watching since you was a kid, so have I. So have all of us. Anubis is good.
Only thing that really pisses me off about Cody is the fact that he's literally the only one that doesn't want to go heel. Like nobody wants Cody as a babyface except for him. Familiar? Yes, it does, and he pissed me off too. Like
he's being stubborn because remember Cena was on that same type of time. He didn't want to go heel either.
But here's the thing: a lot of people forget Cena and Cody started out as heels, and they were great at it. Yeah. So what is the issue?
Yeah, I was saying this earlier today. I don't think that they realize how badly they've booked them. You as a top, it's one thing to be a lower card person or a mid card person, but when you're the top guy, there's supposed to be a veil of protection with that. Top guys like back in the day, like Hogan, Brett, Shawn, Austin, Rock, even Cena to an extent. Like when you're a top guy, you can't be made to look stupid every week or every month. You can have someone like make the better of you every now and then. Every
Cena was a moron too.
Right. But if you look like a moron like every week, every month, even the most casual fan, like we're not even talking about IWC people. Like even casual fans, even kids are going to be like, yo, this shit is lame. That's what's happened to Cody right now. Like I blew Sandman's mind a couple of weeks ago because he liked the Orton turn initially until I told him I was like, it was just like Cena's turn. And then he was like, how? And I was like, he low blowed him and beat the fuck out of him. And he sat there and laughed because he was like, oh shit, that's exactly what Cena did. And I was like,
you already know. I'll give motherfuckers, yo. Well, you got a point. You got a point. I can't dispute it.
Right, so he got low blows and got the shit kicked out of him by Cena, and then the year before that he got the shit kicked out of him by Rock, and this year he got low blow and got the shit kicked out of him by Orton. So it's like the same thing is happening every single year.
Shit beat out of him by KO. For a matter of fact, we reacted to that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kevin Owens did this. Yeah, Kevin Owens did the same thing. Low blow, stunner, and then the package pile driver.
So
like what the fuck?
So like my point is like Brett, Shawn, Austin, Rock, like they would never look like if they look stupid, like the next week, especially not so much Shawn, but like Brett, Rock, Austin, like if you made them look stupid, like the next week it was hell to pay. But like Cody looks weak. He gets his ass kicked consistently, and he just comes out smiling. Like, nigga, if you don't care, why the fuck should the fans?
You already know, I swear I hate that shit. But it wasn't as worse with Cena. Cena was worse. at least sometimes Cody would have some type of emotion. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes Cody will be like, he'll be pissed sometimes. Like 95% of the time, John Cena will act like nothing ever happened.
I ain't gonna lie, Cena didn't really start turning that around till like 2006.
The US Open
like
Challenge.
It was his feud. It was his feud with Edge. Because to me, I think his feud with Edge really
didn't Edge whoop his ass weekly.
Yeah, and then that's why I say that feud with Edge helped him, because especially when Edge slapped his father, I'm like, if that don't piss you off the next week, Cena, I'm done. Like,
he was definitely humbled, around
that.
Yeah,
and then after that, I was like, and then as soon as Edge slapped his father, Cena showed up the next week and threw Edge in a fucking river. I'm like, finally, motherfucker.
He did. He threw him in a river.
The only person where I'll be shocked if he comes walk to the ring, chuck jiving and dancing, will be Oba Femi. That motherfucker.
Oh God.
And
that shit is over. Dying. That entrance is over.
And there's not somebody dying the very next week.
Vince would make Oba and fucking almost a tag team. You know he would.
Oh jeez. Oh,
yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be mad at that. I'm not gonna lie. Like them being like, but like taken seriously, like have this dude as his muscle, have Omos as Oba Femi's muscle.
Well, listen, man. Hey, listen, bro.
I'm telling you,
they already got Omos. They already got Omos busy on AAA being a bodyguard for Vinkingo. They ain't worried about him. Which is a terrible weird combination, like Vinkingo and Omos, and how does that work?
Hey, Sandman, I came in a little late. Did you talk about Jericho already, or?
Yeah, go ahead. What you think about that? He's back home. He's back home in AEW.
Yeah, so this is my first time actually talking about Jericho in months. I don't really talk about him that much. I was never sold on him going to WWE. I never believed it. And the reason I never believed it was because if he goes to WWE, the end game is retirement. And I don't believe Jericho is ready to retire. Simple as that. I think in his mind, he sees himself like Orton. I know Orton has said in interviews he sees himself going like another 10 years. I don't think Jericho.
That motherfucker's delusional if he thinks that.
Yeah. He's delusional. He's delusional. He doesn't have 10 years, but I don't believe Jericho is ready to hang it up now. And
Jericho has 2 years.
Ever since he disappeared from AEW, I just been seeing all these fans just assume he's going to go to WWE. And I was telling John and TKO early in the week, I was like, if this dude Jericho, if he had actually come back at the Rumble like people thought he would, then what would have happened is he would have come back. You know, he would have basically did his best hits from Rumble to Mania, probably faced a mid-card guy like an LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, Dragunov, whatever. And then going into the summer, going to the fall, he probably faced like all just top guys one last time, face Orton, face Roman, face Cody, whatever. Basically the retirement tour. And then next year at Mania, face Gunther and retire. Hall of Fame, and that's basically it. If Jericho went back to WWE, he would be gone by like 2027. And I don't think that Jericho wants that.
Look what Sifu said right here.
I believe Vinkingo and Omos will be on the main roster after Mania. It wouldn't shock
me.
It really wouldn't shock me either.
I mean, Vinkingo's nice, but yeah, I could do without Omos.
But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, personally, as a fan, I'm over Jericho, whether it's in WWE or AEW. I'm done with him. I don't care either way. But I was never convinced he was going to go to WWE because I don't believe he's ready to retire. When the fans were chanting, "Please retire" at him at the Learning Tree stuff, that bothered him. I know it did. I know it bothered him.
And they was being generous. Let's really be real. He should have retired 5 years before then.
Yeah.
And there's like, I'll say this, and I always said this: when he reached his peak was when he had that match with Bandito for the Ring of Honor Championship. That was his peak. After that, Jericho was done. He had nothing left after that match.
Yeah.
I mean, Jericho's going to do a segment next week, so
I becoming. Pause. I like that song though. I'm fucking around. I like that song. Yeah, Judas in my mind. I become, man. Damn, my voice sounded crazy.
I mean, he's in decent shape. I'll give him that. So,
well, he's got no choice, but yeah.
I can't wait to see him versus Omega. You know that's gonna happen.
Their first two matches were good, so maybe we'll see.
Wasn't they? Didn't they have the Wasn't it the first main event of Dynamite? The very first episode?
No, they were. Their match happened in the Thunderdome.
Oh, matter of fact, it was who was it?
It was Jericho.
The first main event.
It was Jericho versus Darby. Because that was the night. Because that was the night where the Inner Circle first formed.
Kenny, you think you slick, my dude? You literally got that diverticulitis just to avoid working Jericho, and this guy came back anyway. He's like, "Fuck."
Speaking of AEW, see, they was in Canada on Wednesday. Pretty decent show. Forwarded some storylines. Like this one particular storyline, right? Like, I guess the Death Riders are heels again. I'm lost. Like, what are we doing here?
I think Moxley is just being Moxley, personally. he's not a face or a heel. He's just him.
From before, they was slapping motherfuckers with high fives and all that. Now we're angry. But
yeah, I see.
I'm glad to see my dude Ospreay being back. It's always good to see Ospreay back. Him and Pac, really good fucking match.
I'm telling you, that nigga Ospreay is Goku.
So you got the new hairstyle and all that.
Queen Aminata's coming back this week too. She'll be facing Willow. Good to see Queenie back.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Also, Sheeta.
Queen Aminata's been on the grind. Like, remember, like we've been talking about Queen Aminata for like what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lariat,
she's been cooking. The Lariat. Yo, remember I was like, yo, because she was an MLW. I'm like, yo, why the name was Shorty Finishers called a Lariat Tubman? Ever since then, she skyrocketed.
That's the best finish name I've ever heard. Oh my god.
We also get that's not all. We also got Hikaru Shida, who came back, and the Hurt Syndicate.
We heard.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. The Hurt Syndicate. They made a cameo on Collision, and they're going to be trying to recruit a new member. So we'll see where that goes.
Cool story
why though? That's the thing. Why y'all should be going up against? Y'all should be finding this dude MJF and letting them know, like, yo, we here to collect. Y'all trying to get the fourth member. Y'all did the fourth member shit already. It failed.
I will laugh so hard if the new members Ricochet.
It was definitely not going to be Ricochet.
I'm not liking that shit though, because we already went. We've been here already. Why stop stalling? Go for the fucking AEW championship. I want a fourth member for what? You already did that already.
Okay, I bet you Cedric Alexander regrets that decision, but hey, that's another story.
Hey, he's getting good money to work a lot less.
And he's gonna be working more if he wins the X Division title. So that nigga really said he joined TNA because he didn't want to join the Hurt Syndicate. Like joining the system is better.
I'll say this though. I'll say this. Like, only way this will be cool if the Hurt Syndicate has a female pull up and join them. It
I've
has
been
to be a
waiting for
black
that.
female.
Yeah,
I won't be mad at that.
And it should be Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné should be the new recruit.
Yeah. I say that's I think Tati mentioned that once. I was watching one of her reviews. It was a while back. She said that of all the factions AEW has, they never really integrate women into them most of the time. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I can count on one hand legitimately. I think it's like Anna Jay when they did the Jericho Appreciation Society, Willow, and the conglomeration. That's it. They really don't incorporate females into factions. They should. Why can't you have a female in the Don Callis family? Why can't you have a female in the Hurt Syndicate? Yeah.
Why is there a Don Callis family? That's the better.
I think Marina Shafir is the only one in a faction right now. So,
and we all know she's a dude.
Just her.
So she fucks up everybody, including her husband. So like,
and I say this too. And I say this too. Like, one of the reasons why I like Marina is like because people forget this. Like, that's how Rhea got over. Rhea got over in the Judgment Day because she was beating up dudes. But in WWE,
Silent but deadly. It's the China formula.
Right, the China formula. But in WWE, you can't get your lick back. But in AEW, you can. So I appreciate the fact that, So I appreciate the fact that like a Hangman could just like give her a buckshot. Like, just because. I appreciate the fact that like Swerve can like kick her in the fucking head. You know, you don't got to do a match.
But here's the thing though. From before, they was able to get away with that. Like when it came to like a big pay-per-view in WWF, like it'd be like a Mania or a SummerSlam, like a Stephanie McMahon will finally get the rock bottom or Stone Cold Steve, Stone Cold Stunner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Remember, but nowadays they just had these motherfuckers just cucking all over the damn place.
because a lot of motherfuckers is sensitive now when it comes in WWE. That's why.
Let's really be real. Like, remember, Stephanie just slapped this dude on Monday. Imagine her doing that to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin would have ripped her neck off with a stunner.
I remember.
Well, she did. She did that. That's what
I remember.
According to Nia Jax, Nia Jax says that the rule is, and this was like 5 years ago, whenever Nia Jax says the rule is you can do wrestling moves on girls, you can't strike them. So that time when she made the appearance in the Rumble a few years back,
and Orton RKO'd her.
Yeah, I think Orton gave her
right.
Yeah, it was just her. It was just Nia just taking finishing moves. That was it.
That's what Nia said. She said she could not be struck, but she could take a move. So
and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
I remember when Vince told Austin and Triple H not to touch each other until I think it was a Backlash, I think. And Austin every single week would stun Stephanie. Like it was nobody's business.
Because you know Austin wasn't going to listen to Vince. Like, you want to slap me? I'm stunning your ass. The fuck?
And then Triple H gave the pedigree to JR.
Fucking Austin beat the hell out of Lita with that chair. You think he was going to not stun Stephanie? Come on now.
And I'm saying they don't even have to do all that nowadays. But it's like, don't just straight up start cucking these dudes out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like...
I think Austin gave Stephanie the stunner for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah, remember Stone? Yeah, you couldn't play that shit with Stone Cold. Stone Cold used to love beating up on women and dudes, like everything. only thing Stone Cold didn't really mess with is like pets and shit like that.
Hell, he stunned Linda at least 5 times.
He stunned Lita like the most.
20 times.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Old woman, old men.
The best part about Austin is like as many times as Vince took a stunner, he took his shit every single time. How the fuck do you never learn how to take a stunner, Vince? What the fuck?
Where Vince takes the stunner every week, and it's terrible. Like, why?
He took it well the first time. The first time Austin stunned him, he took it well. It's just everything after that.
You try.
Got 15 bomber clock lights. Fire punch shot. Appreciate y'all, B.
Then, but you guys know that I've been watching old Manias.
Yeah.
Talk about it, B. Yeah, man.
What's
the road to WrestleMania? Talk about it.
And my God, like WrestleMania 8 and 9, no, 7 and 8 was probably the two, like out of all the old ones that I've seen so far, 7 and 8 were the best two.
You see, it's a massive difference between Mania then and now.
Like because the Savage Flair storyline alone would kill it in this current WrestleMania. When Flair brought out the photo and said, "She was mine before she was yours." Woo!
And you see what carried it? Story. Things that we can relate to when it comes to everyday life. That's why shit stuck at those times. Like the matches, yeah, have a good match, of course. But it's like, put us on that journey. Make us get invested.
Yeah, like the problem with WWE and AEW is guilty of this too.
Yeah, they are too, yes.
The problem with that is they just expect the match to carry it. But if you just but say you have like I'm gonna use Seth and Gunther as an example. We both know that match is gonna be good because of who both of them are. Gunther's a ring general. Seth could have a 4-star, 5-star match with anybody.
With a broom.
Yeah.
He literally did with the broom with Omos.
Right. Yeah, right. Like, we know how great they are. But the reason people don't care is because there's no story behind it. And it feels random. Okay, we know the plan was Seth versus Braun. But still, Seth versus Gunther is just random, just to get him on the card.
Like, but if you guys like haven't noticed, 1, 2, and 3, right? Like two. I don't think Hogan was a part of it. At least I don't think. Oh no, he was the King Kong Bundy match. But the best out of those storylines was WrestleMania 5 with him and Savage.
Yeah, Mega Powers Explode.
Yeah, that was like the best storyline out of all the storylines. That was the best one.
Exactly.
That was the best story of that era. Mm-hmm.
And it was and they fought over a woman, man.
And Savage is right, by the way. Any young listeners out there, Savage was always right. Hogan was lusting for Miss Elizabeth. This dude was always a heel.
But it was more than that, though. Remember, Macho Man always accused Hogan of always stealing the spotlight too. And remember, like us as kids, well, me as a kid, I thought Macho Man was just tripping. He was always right.
Yeah, he was. You know what's crazy? What pisses me off the most is like in WCW and WWF, every time Randy won the title, Hogan overshadowed it. And every time he lost the title, Hogan had something to do with it. Every single time. Like this dude, Hogan was petty.
The best.
Every time.
The best statement Macho Man ever made was when he won the WCW title, and he looked at Hogan and said, "Like, you act like you won it. I won it." I was like,
that shit pissed. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That shit pissed me off. Like, to those that don't know, Randy won it in World War III, which was WCW's version of the Royal Rumble. I haven't seen the match in many years, but I remember the finish. The finish was a shitload of people were trying to eliminate the Giant. It was like Luger, Sting, Flair, Hulk.
Like it was
everybody was
like it was the Sid Vicious storyline all over again.
Right. It was a big like mass elimination at the very end, but then Hogan got pulled from the bottom rope and the referee didn't see it. He just saw Hogan outside and Randy was in the ring. So he just called it and said Randy was the winner. And even as a kid, like this is not as an adult, like as a kid, I was like, nigga, it's a battle royale. It's you weren't pinned, you weren't submitted, you weren't gonna look weak being thrown over the top rope, like even in a battle royale.
They booed his ass so hard. Like, I got put on the ring, brother. Boo.
They booed it because they not stupid. Like, y'all really trying to insult our intelligence? It's a battle royal. The fuck?
And then I watched the Saturday Night's main event with Savage PowerPoint presentation the entire feud. I was like, he's right. This motherfucker's right. Kick his ass.
Yo, Seafood, I wouldn't be surprised, B. Because long story short, when it comes to that, I guess you can take for what this dude Warrior said also in a mixture of other stories. Elizabeth went to the Belayas when she was going through what she was going through with this dude Macho Man and shit, and they was basically coaching her to leave Macho Man alone. Because, Macho Man was being, possessive and shit like that. And they was also trying to hook up with other people. And I guess this dude, Macho Man, overheard that shit. And when he linked up with Hogan, pow! Right in the kisser.
I got a live tweet with these manias.
And we now know also from later years that Hogan hooked up with Bubba the Lump Sponge's wife. So just based off of that, because that was how the whole N-word thing leaked out to begin with. So just based off that, we know for a fact that Hogan and his wife at that time anyway, they were into that swinger shit. So that just confirms that Randy pulled up on Hogan and gave him the business. That's what basically happened.
I was watching Mania 9 and Hogan said like, "Oh, a jet ski hit my head." I was like, "Wouldn't you be dead?"
Right? Yeah, he would be decapitated at that speed. People don't understand. Like when you hit the water, like people who think that, like if you think that, like that's how you can tell. Like, okay, you've never been to an ocean before. Like,
well, yeah, of course. Like let's really be real. Like most of us, especially around that time, we don't know what the hell this dude is talking about. Oh, you got hit with a parasail, whatever. We just move on with our day. But when we get older, motherfuckers getting money and shit. You'd be like, yo, hold up. You got hit with that? At full speed? You ain't dead? Fuck out of here.
Like I tell you, I got a live tweet one of these manias.
But at that time, you think like, oh, it's not really much. Because, you see like cartoons or movies where a motherfucker get hit with that shit and they make like a, like a goof over this shit, like a comedy type slapstick type shit. Like, oh, you got hit with a parasail. Oh, that's so funny. But knowing in reality and full speed, that should decapitate you.
Like then I watched WrestleMania 10 and they showed the entire OJ chase. I was like, the fuck? Like they just.
Okay, wait, that was creative. All right, I'll give Denhausen that. That was creative. I'll give him that. All right, so this is what happened live. This is creative. So is Truth and Priest, they're having a tag title match against Miz and Kit Wilson. It's whatever. Okay. It's a tag match. So then Danhausen comes out. He gets in the ring, and he's about to curse Miz. But then Miz grabs the referee at the last minute. So then Danhausen curses the ref and not Miz. So then Miz tries to give Danhausen the skull-crushing finale. The lights go out. But then when the lights come back on, Danhausen's gone. So then R-Truth hits the attitude adjustment on Kit Wilson. And after that, Miz gives Truth the skull-crushing finale. So Truth is done. He's done. The referee goes for the count. 1, 2, but then on 3, he can't count 3 because his hand is hurting because Danhausen cursed the ref. So he couldn't do a 3 count. Then Damian Priest comes in and then gives Miz a choke slam. Wait, and now Cody. Wait, what? Now Cody
Rhodes. What the fuck?
Beating up Kit Wilson. What? Where the fuck was this when Orton was beating the shit out of you? What? You just ruined
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
I thought Cody was gone. What the fuck?
Cody, you just ruined the positive segment. I was being positive and you fucked the whole thing up. This is how we know you listen to our show.
Again, PSA. I don't work for WWE.
Yo, B.
That just proves it. Oh, Jesus.
Man. Seafood was good. Brock versus Kurt, Austin versus Rock, Hogan versus Vince. It was all in Seattle, Washington. Hey, not only that, remember, today was the day this dude John Cena won his first heavyweight championship, B, when he beat JBL at Mania.
Yeah, like I think like that was at the Seattle one. That was at Safeco, right?
Nah, didn't Cena beat JBL in LA?
Yeah, that was at Staples, I think. Yeah, Staples Center. Well, back when it was called Staples Center. I don't give a fuck what it was called now, but yeah.
Where the fuck is Ballet at? Hey, Ballet, where the fuck you at? Tired of your shit.
They could have.
Charles got the Ballet though.
They could have filled the They could have filled the Coliseum that year. To be fair, like I don't know. I don't get why they never put it in the Coliseum. They could have filled the Coliseum that year, the year that Cena won his first heavyweight title.
Still a good moment though.
True.
He crowd surfed a little bit. What's going on? What's going on SmackDown?
Cody's still cutting a promo.
Oh God. What about
Orton?
Here's the thing too. My bad.
I'm sorry, Sandman. I'm sorry, Sandman. I think Cody has a concussion. Did he just say WWE is hot right now? Yo, someone call 911, man. Cody needs help. He
gotta sell them Mania tickets, but you gotta sell them tickets.
You know Cody's a company man now.
He's MAGA, so what do you expect?
Oh my God. We don't have no money for Medicaid. We don't have no money for health insurance. We have to fight these wars. That's what we have to do. Nothing but the war.
Give me $2 billion. Wait, what?
That's what you have to do. I'm done asking questions. No more questions. That's it. Fucking throw a grenade in his throat.
And the government rant was by Sandman today.
Oh man.
Cody. I ain't gonna lie though. Him and Randy Orton and Pat McAfee, I'm not mad at it.
No. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all.
The pros outweigh the cons. I hear the cons. I do hear that, but the pros outweigh the cons.
It's just to me, the problem that I see with it is again right message, wrong messenger. That's what I think. Like if KO would have said it, if Orton would have said it, Bob Orton would have said it, it would have been perfect.
Well, why?
I was hoping it was.
Hey, what if he does join them though? What if Kevin Owens end up joining them? They could be like a new version of Scum.
That might be the end.
Is there an update? Is there an
He took
update
it
on
back
Kevin
back.
Owens? Is there an update on Kevin Owens? How is he?
Yeah, he's still out. He won't be back for a while. So
Well, you need to get Will Ospreay's doctor because Jesus.
Then like I was watching the other day. Like I was watching some like remember like the old WCW Saturday nights at the MGM or at the not MGM but the Universal Studios, like the rotating ring.
Yeah.
And like I was sitting there and I was watching those old things. I was all like, why does the AEW like bring back the rotating ring? You know, just put ROH at the Universal Studios, put the rotating ring in there. You know, that's fun.
Didn't one of those MLW shows that we streamed, Sandman? Didn't one of those have a rotating ring? I could have sworn it did. It was like a theater or something.
Yeah, it was during the intermission. That was a what pay-per-view was that? I know the main event was Matt Riddle and Cross. That was the main event, Karrion Kross and Matt Riddle.
That Battle Riot or something?
Nah, it was before Battle Riot. We was live for it. Remember they was promoting the tequila, the Don Cayo, or what is it called again? Don Cayo.
I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name either, but
and only that they had the big ass screen in the back of the ring, and they were showing like the visuals of the entrances and shit like that. It was cool. It had a nice little, something different type of setup. I wasn't mad at that shit.
I mean, hell, fuck, just for the memories, bring back the American males.
Oh hell yeah, there you go. See, it should be Andrade and another Mexican dude. Just pick one of the motherfuckers on the roster in AEW.
Fuck, why not? It looks like Bagwell's trying to. It looks like Bagwell's trying to, get a match for TNA. Why not? I know Riggs was in DDP Yoga too. Fuck, what else? What else TNA got going on?
Well, they keep showing One Man Gang on TV, so
yeah. Listen, I always will say this about Buff Bagwell. All seriousness, comedy aside, no matter what people say about you, Buff, to me, your crowning achievement in professional wrestling is you created a move called a blockbuster that is still used today. And WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, NXT, I think that's fucking cool. If I was a wrestler, if I was a wrestler, if someone said, "Okay, Toe, you can be like the longest reigning champion of all time, or you can create a move that is eternal, that will be used forever," I would choose the move. I think that's fucking cool. So I'll never make fun of Bagwell. I think that's awesome. I'm happy.
The one thing I appreciate about Marcus Buff Bagwell is that he loved his pyro. Nobody loved his pyro more than Buff Bagwell.
Buff Daddy.
Somebody should come back and love their pyro. I mean, that dude was awesome.
It's all in the entrance, B. Like when it comes to the entrance and the music, that's what gets motherfuckers pumped. Like, okay, yeah, shit's about to turn up. That's what made stars for the most part. Your Stone Colds, The Rock, even Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, Kane. Like, is when you hear the music. As soon as you hear that music, it's about to get lit. We don't get that anymore.
Like Buff Bagwell and his tag team partner, I forgot his name.
Scotty Riggs.
No, Scott Norton.
Scott Norton?
No, it's Scotty Riggs. No, it's Scotty Riggs.
No, his NWO
Remember Norton was with the NWO with the big ass belly.
Yeah, and then when Buff joined, that was the
well, they just made
for the American males.
No, Vicious and Delicious. Pause.
That's wild. Jesus. Well, they just announced Seth versus Gunther, so that match is official.
It was been official since I think Tuesday.
Thank you for taking.
Since Monday.
Thank you for taking my. Thank you for stealing my joke, WWE. Y'all ain't shit.
We should thank me for that.
I did want to show. This dude's new finisher. We were talking about new finishers, and all that. I know y'all seen this dude Jeff Hardy's new submission.
Yes,
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Jeff Hardy being a submission wrestler now. Never thought I'd see the day.
He's on too
much. He's smart.
High-fly moves.
Yeah. Not only that, that shit wears and tears on your body. So smart man. By the time he did something smart, the fuck, that motherfucker retarded.
Yeah, man, ain't no worse than Darby Allin, but yeah.
Remember, Darby Allin is clean.
Right
Spinal diffusion?
Spinal Destination.
Okay. Looks cool. I like it.
I don't mind it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm down for that's cool.
Like people are hyping the Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano match. I was like, you stupid motherfuckers. So you're gonna watch two people who got their asses one of them got their asses absolutely handed to them by female Cyborg.
When's the fight? Huh? Is it in May?
I think so.
Okay.
The other one got her ass handed to her by I forgot her name again. UFC fighter. Hold on.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a damn about anything Ronda Rousey does.
Yeah, she just comes off as so nasty.
I really don't. She just comes off as somebody who just doesn't give a damn, and she's a hypocrite too.
Yeah, she's a real nasty bitch. Be seriously,
what it is.
She is just so full of hate.
What it is with Ronda, I've met people like her before, and what it is with her is there's a difference between being mean to a person and giving, if you're going to criticize on hey, you're doing this, but you can do that. It's like someone's giving you advice on how to make things better. The thing with Ronda is she's the kind of person that does not see the difference. For her, it's one and the same. I'm not a Joe Rogan guy at all. Fuck Joe Rogan. But even I was like, damn. Because Ronda fucking threw Joe under the bus. When Ronda was in MMA and, when she was, on her run and she was just making all these chicks tap out and stuff, Joe Rogan was highly complimentary of her. He was calling her a rock star. And he was totally drinking the Ronda Rousey Kool-Aid. I remember he was saying that Ronda was so good, she could make men tap out and stuff like that.
No.
When Ronda got humbled, when she got humbled, Joe just told the truth. Joe was what's she doing? Why is she going for striking and not a striker? Why are you trying to play a striking game against someone who's got a better striking game than you? And then he broke down how, yeah, she made a lot of people tap out, but none of her fights were long. She hasn't really been pushed the distance. He was, as much as I don't care about Joe Rogan, he knows about fights. So he was speaking facts. So he wasn't being a mean. He wasn't saying oh, Ronda, you suck, you whore, you cunt. He wasn't. No, he was just giving constructive criticism. And then Ronda just fucking threw him under the bus. This dude was one of your main supporters for 5 years. And he just basically gave you an ounce of truth. And then you were just fuck him. So it's Ronda, she can't tell the difference between giving advice and being mean. She thinks it's the same. She thinks if you're criticizing her, you're being mean. And then she thinks if you're being mean, that you're being mean. It's dude, if you don't have the guts to take a criticism from people, maybe you shouldn't be in wrestling or MMA. Just get a regular 9 to 5 or something. This isn't the business for you if you can't take that,
I remember when Ronda Rousey faced face Amanda Nunes. And my brother, like I was in the hospital, and my brother said, like, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna walk around the hospital for a little bit. Do you want anything? I thought, like, yeah, just give me something to drink. He's like, all right. It's like he walked around, came back, and he said, like, the fight just happened. I was like, fight just happened. Like, wait, what? Like he said, like, yeah, the fight's over. I was like, how's the fight over? He said, like, yeah, Amanda Nunes knocked her out in 25 seconds. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what did she do? Just stand there? He said, yeah, basically. Like, why would she just stand there? She's a judo expert. Like, it's a person who is licensed to whoop your ass. Like, why would you stand there?
Like I said, Ronda just comes off as somebody who just doesn't care. But then again, when you get rolled out the red carpet everywhere you go, it makes you entitled.
No, but clue number one should have been when Holly Holm whipped your ass back to the fucking back to daytime TV.
You would think that would have humbled her, though.
Like she literally swung.
She can never get humble. Like, she's too privileged.
She literally swung, missed, and took a knee while missing. Turned around and got a head kick to get knocked out. Oh, by the way.
She got her face smashed. She smashed Ronda's face so bad she left MMA, then went to WWE, did like a year or two, got humbled there, and then disappeared, then came back, got humbled again, and then went on a whole rant about how WWE.
You see the pattern, right? It's like when things are good, she's there, but when things are bad, she ghosts. Like, I know a lot of people like that.
Every time shit don't go her way, every time shit don't go her way, she want to fall back and cry and bitch.
Anytime you face any adversity, like they all of a sudden you don't hear from them. But when things are going great, there they are. So I don't think wrestling or MMA or really anything involving any type of entertainment media, I don't think it's for her, especially now because you got social media now. Like, you got to have tough skin, like whether you're a wrestler, an MMA fighter, like any type of sports. Like if you're an athlete, basketball player, football player, like wrestler, and you got to be able to take criticism. If you got any kind of presence on like TikTok, YouTube, whatever, if you can't take criticism, you probably should just live a regular ass 9 to 5 and just keep it moving. That's all I really got to say about it.
Like there's our current fighter, right? Her name is Kayla Harrison. And like she came up the same way Ronda came up, through judo. And she said when the fight got announced, she was all like, wait a minute, why doesn't she just face me? Like we both won gold in the Olympics in judo. Like, just come and face me. Then they said like oh, like then I think it was like Dana White was talking in the background, and he said like, oh, because she's afraid of you. They said like, yeah, you're right, that bitch is afraid of me. I was like, oh shit. Like, why? Like, why are you just bringing her up? Like, you're giving her attention. Like, the best part about it,
she never admitted like why she lost either. Because I know I saw like this one interview on YouTube. Holly Holmes was her name, right? The one that
Holly Holmes. The first one.
Yeah, I know she said in one of her interviews that she had like a flu the night before. Then like in another interview, she was saying stuff like, I didn't do my stretches before the fight. And I was like, well, even if that's true, Rhonda, that's your fault. That's not her fault. Like, you know, like just take the L, be graceful, like be graceful in defeat. Yeah.
Right.
Like then the second fight, her coach was all like, head movement. I was like, head movement's not gonna work. She's whooping your ass. Head movement's not gonna work.
Like when fucking Joe Rogan makes sense, like I said, and fuck Joe Rogan. But when Joe Rogan makes sense, that's
Joe Rogan,
he's lost the plot.
Chode.
Right. When Joe Rogan makes sense, that's when you know you've lost the fucking plot. I'll never forget like that fight with Holly Holm. And I don't know who the other guy was. It was Joe Rogan and this other guy on commentary. And
Mike Goldberg, I think is his name.
Thank you, Mike Goldberg. Yes, that was his name, Mike Goldberg.
Isn't that the ref?
No. He Mike Goldberg is a guy who does really good at his sport, but you put him in other sports, he fucking sucks.
Right. What a Holly Holm fight. I know it was over in round 2. Like at the end of round 1, like Ronda was doing horribly. That was like where that iconic picture came from, where she had like the busted nose and like the swollen eye and whatever. So like she went like in her corner, like when the round ends and you go in your corner and
the court man says, good round.
Right. So like one of the coaches is talking to her and he was saying like good round and shit, like Black Star just said. And like the Mike Goldberg guy on commentary, he said like the dumbest shit. And I'm not even like an MMA guy. And even I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? He said something like, he was like, well, it takes a lot of energy to be a rock star. And then fucking Rogan, like the fucking commentary tonight, he's like, rock star? What are you talking about? She's getting her ass handed to her. Like, but fucking Joe Rogan is the voice of reason. Like, what are we doing here, bro? Then the second round starts and like fucking 1 minute into the round, it's over.
Second round was worse. Like I was like, good round. I was like, wait, what? She got her ass kicked. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, are we watching the same show here, man? Like, good lord.
These folks are delusional.
Like I remember that fight like it was fucking because I called my brother that fight. And I said, just like, I said, like, who are you betting on? Just to be curious. He said, like, oh, like I'm betting on Ronda. I was like, you're gonna lose money if you bet on Ronda. Just bet on Holly Holm. And he said, like, for real? That's like, yeah. What's $100 gonna do? I mean, like, if we're broke,
that's gonna do a lot if you broke.
Yeah. Like if you're broke, I understand. But if you have money, like, what's $100 gonna do to you? They said, like, yeah, you're probably right. I should have bet, huh? That's like, nah, like you shouldn't. Like, if you're not confident, then no, like you shouldn't bet. But if you have the money, just bet on Holly Holm because $100 will get you.
But it's like, I would ask, like, why would you want to bet a buck on Ronda Rousey? He should have been sure. Like he said, he like he should know why he's betting on.
Because like in order to win $100, you would have to bet, I think, 900 to win 100.
Oh, okay, like odds and evens type shit.
Yeah. So I said like, why don't you put 100 on Holly Holm? They said like, why? Like, what's the odds on her? I said like she's plus 1,200. So if you put 100, you're gonna get 1,200 back on top of your 100.
The only thing about Ronda I do agree with is I agree with her that Bruce Pritchard was basically useless and that he was a bully.
Yeah, she's right about that.
Yeah, I agree with her about that. Other than that, like, yeah,
he fucking sucks.
Whatever. Anyway, the main event song right now is Sami Zayn and Carmelo. Stipulation: if Carmelo wins, then he's added in. It's a triple threat at Mania, and if he doesn't,
he's added in.
At the end of the road. Yeah, so.
It's a fuck. I can only predict is this is going to be a fuck finish and make it a triple threat.
Yeah, he's added in.
Of course, it's going to be a triple threat. But it's like, this is not how you build stories, man.
Realistically, Melo should really have never lost the title to Sammy.
Exactly. It should have never happened. It's like a way to interject Sami Zayn into Mania. This is supposed to be the showcase of the Bummer Clock Immortals. Keyword immortal.
What it is we've talked about it before. Just like
we're gonna keep talking about this shit. I'm tired of these
right,
motherfuckers getting participation trophies.
Pat McAfee,
right? Just like Vince had his guys, Triple H had his guys. This should be a singles match between Carmelo.
You've been on a losing streak all year. You invited to WrestleMania.
Right. This should be a singles. Yeah, this should be a singles match between Carmelo and Trick, but Triple H wanted to give his guy something to do. Just like Vince had his guys, Triple H has his guys. One of his guys is Sami Zayn.
Who's the Triple H guy in that Penta ladder match? Because that shit is random as fuck.
Yeah, that's just random. That's what that is. That's just random.
That's the thing. That's the shit that I don't like, man. It's like, yo, people don't understand. And you know what makes it more frustrating is the people that watch the product when they actually called this the showcase of the Immortals. They don't understand where I'm coming from. That's annoying. It's like, yo,
Pat McAfee.
How can they not see that? How can you not see that? It's basically everybody just has a match. Everybody can just have a match and everybody be happy. No. So what the fuck we working on? Why we working hard all year for? If Jelly Roll could be in the main event of fucking WrestleMania.
I love how like when AJ officially retired, the first thing he said was Mania's lost a step. That was the first thing he said, literally.
Exactly. Yeah. Roman Reigns. You got the top star saying like, yo, this company is ass. You still got these fucking blind fans like, yo, they're hating. They're hating in their mom's basement. AJ Styles and Roman Reigns is in their mother's basement.
Pat McAfee did say it best tonight.
Literally,
you got these 5'5" motherfuckers.
Bro, that's
the
literally
top stars the top stars are saying this.
Come out wrestling the great match tonight.
Basement.
Bro, it's not. Bro, that's what kills me. It's not normal people. It's not normal people saying this. It's not some motherfuckers that are in catering. It's AJ Styles and Roman Reigns pointing this shit out, bro. These are not two average guys. Hell, they even Pat McAfee. They even squeezed Pat McAfee to say this shit earlier tonight on SmackDown.
Yeah, we said when Pat McAfee said, "So you got 5'5" motherfucker versus another 5'5"
I've said this before.
We have Randy fucking Orton.
I've said this before, so I apologize for repeating myself. The WrestleMania that changed me, the WrestleMania where I figured it out, I saw right through it, and I began to realize, okay, I see what WrestleMania is becoming. WrestleMania 32. As I've mentioned before, a lot of wrestling fans, they don't have good long-term memory. I do. So for any fans out there, allow me to refresh your memory. WrestleMania 32, the opener, was a ladder match with a shitload of people. And the only people in the match that really had a story was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Everybody else was just there. There was no story. And right before the show started, I said Zack Ryder is going to win the Intercontinental title. I was at a bar with my friends. And everybody was like, what? Why would you have Zack Ryder win? He's not even doing anything. And I said, because if Zack Ryder wins, it'll be a WrestleMania moment. And that's exactly what happened. He won the Intercontinental title. His dad came out. He hugged his dad. It was a great moment. And then what happened the very next night? He dropped it to The Miz the very next night. So the moment didn't even mean anything.
Like, wasn't it in his home state though?
No, he's from New York. That was in Texas.
Yeah. Like,
WrestleMania 32 was in Texas.
At MetLife?
No,
it was not. No. So then later on that show, you had Chris Jericho.
He's from New Jersey, right? Where's Zach? I'm bugging.
He's from Long Island. He's from Long Island.
He's from Long Island.
My bad, y'all. My bad. Continue on.
Right. So then later on in that show, some other matches, they did AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. That was AJ's first WrestleMania. AJ had just debuted, and he lost to Jericho. But then the very next night, they did a Fatal 4-Way #1 contender match where AJ won. So it's like, well, if AJ was going to be the #1 contender, why not have him beat Jericho? That same night, they did the New Day versus the League of Nations. Remember them? Remember that? It was like Rusev, Sheamus, Del Dipshit.
Yeah.
And the League of Nations, they won the match. They beat the New Day. But then the very next night, the League of Nations broke up. So it's like, why did they win if you're just going to break them up?
And hold on, you wonder why Oba didn't beat John Cena. Toph is telling you why. because you're gonna
And
have
then
to
last
give
but
the
not
middle shot.
least, and then last but
Right.
not least,
Hold
you have
on, wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let Black Star finish what he was saying. Go ahead.
okay, yeah, go ahead.
Like that's the reason why Oba versus Cena never happened, was because if Oba won and Oba retired Cena, Oba was gonna have to win the Rumble. That's the reason why that never happened.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I'm not mad at Roman winning the Rumble, but if Oba would have won the Rumble, I wouldn't be mad at that either.
Well, wouldn't it have made more sense for Gunther to win the Rumble to add to that whole career killer thing? Like, imagine him retiring AJ and then winning the Rumble in the same night would have really helped him.
No, because I think he would have been overpowered. He shouldn't have been in the Rumble in the first place. You already packed up AJ. Why you need to be in the Rumble too?
Agreed. That was enough for him.
Like Oba would have had to win the Rumble, and Oba would have had to win the Rumble at 1.
Well, anyway, my point is to go back to what Samuel was talking about. WrestleMania is not the show of the immortals anymore. It used to be. It stopped being that somewhere in the early 30s, like the original Manias, the teen Manias, and I say the 20s. Like it felt special back then, but somewhere in the early to mid 30s, it stopped being the showcase of immortals. And now what Mania is a show where it's like we're gonna just have all these random matches to get as many people on the card as possible so they can get a Mania payday. But it doesn't mean anything. And then whoever wins, whoever goes over at Mania, it doesn't matter because Mania was supposed to be the end. Like whatever, like Mania was supposed to be like if WWE
The New Year was supposed to start the Monday after Mania.
Right. If WWE was a show, Mania is like the season finale, and the night after is supposed to be like a new season. How many years now have we seen shit happen at Mania, but it's still going after Mania? Like when Cody beat Roman, that was supposed to be the end. And yet half his run was
the
against
story
the
still ain't
Bloodline.
finished. The story still ain't finished. This is like Bloodline 4.0.
Oh no!
Never mind.
Carmelo lost.
Never mind. Melo. Yep, Melo got beat.
I'm not surprised. Of course he's gonna lose. One black man at a time. Damn it! Too much y'all black motherfuckers.
Hope his knee. I hope his knee is not hurt. But yeah, Melo lost. Damn, bro.
Like WWE policy, too many niggas.
Yeah. Well, you know what this means.
Them new niggas.
Melo.
You know what this means.
Yo, Melo's best bet is just go back to NXT, my dude. It's been real. You had a nice little, US Open Challenge reign, I guess. You did your thing with that. Just go back to NXT because on the main roster, it don't matter if you even go on Raw. It's a wrap, B.
Him versus
You'll
Ricky
never
would be a
be
good match.
valued ever
I
again.
kind of want to see that.
Trick Williams versus Sammy. Trick Williams definitely taking this belt.
Yeah, of course.
No, but in seriousness, though, this isn't the first time Triple H has done this, and it's funny because I remember at the time when we were live, it was just Sandman and myself. TKO and Black Star weren't there that night when we did the live stream for WrestleMania, the one where Cody lost to Roman the first time. And I remember saying, man, you crashed out because all Triple H had for Lashley was just him coming out holding up that trophy, and that was it. And you were like, that's it? Like, that's all they had for him? And at the time, we just gave it a pass. But in hindsight, looking back at it now, that was the first tip-off that Triple H didn't know what to do with talent, but specifically, he didn't know what to do with black talent. That should have been like the initial like red flag right there. So it was right in front of us. So this is not the first time. And if you remember too, Lashley was US champ too. He held it down for like what 6-7 months. Yeah, that was when Roman had both belts. So you would think that Triple H would have had something for Lashley, and he had nothing for him. So he had nothing for Carmelo either.
What I wanted to do for that Mania was that I wanted to live stream Mania, but they wouldn't let me. I was like, you motherfuckers.
Well, how did you try to live stream it?
Because I went on the on the SoFi Wi-Fi, right? And I was showing the ring, and like each time I would show the ring, that would kick me out. I looked at
Yeah,
my phone. I was like,
you can't just do that. You bootlegging. You took it back. That's like when motherfuckers back in the days used to go in the movie theater and have a camera pointing at the projector and shit. Like you can't do that.
Yeah.
no.
I knew this. I knew this one. I knew this one YouTuber like in the 2010s. I don't know if any of y'all ever saw this guy. This one dude. He used to upload like TNA and WWE matches on his YouTube, and his trick around it was he would have their real names in the stream. Right. So instead of it being like, I don't know, like I'll give an example. It would be like instead of like saying, so he would take like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage in WrestleMania 5, but his video would be like Terry Bollea versus Lanny Poffo. And he got away with it. He got away with it for a long time.
Instead of Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, would be Michael Hickenbottom versus Paul Levesque.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Bobby Monsoon shit on this. He's gonna, man, I'm like a kid in Christmas. I can't wait for him to upload tomorrow. I know he's gonna shit on this episode. I know he is.
Another thing I wanted to say, B, make sure y'all check out my What If Wednesdays and all that, B. The What If Wednesdays, it's starting to light up.
Yeah, I saw you posted Omega versus HB Coke.
yeah, man. Or at a WrestleMania, Omega versus this dude, HBK. Just imagine that. Both of them in their prime.
AJ versus Coke Shine.
Yeah, and the Iron Man match. I should have said Iron Man match too, but I get the gist of it.
Like I said, the only person who was on prescription grade Coke was that motherfucker.
How you prescribe your Coke?
He sprinted from the 50-yard line to the end zone, and he never got tired.
Word, though. That motherfucker's a maniac.
Yeah, man. And that nigga, I don't know how you run from your locker room halfway to through Gorilla to the ring, still running. And then when the match is over, you run full speed back. Like, what?
He literally ran. In Toronto, he literally ran from the Blue Jays bullpen down to the ring. Again, without getting tired. Like I was amazing.
This is my latest one right here. My latest What If Wednesday.
Eric Bischoff versus
Bischoff won the
Monday Night War.
What if Bischoff would have won the Monday Night War? He probably would have
been. There would have been Stone Cold versus Triple H in a battle on a pole match. Oh fuck!
We probably would have had Dennis Rodman as world champion. I mean, they did it with David Arquette. Shit.
Would have been NWO 2010.
I think if Bischoff won the war, wrestling would be dead. We wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
Overthinking said the way he was running WCW, too prominent business would have went under.
Yeah, he killed WCW and TNA.
Right.
That nigga Bischoff don't know what he doing.
Yeah, shout outs to Solo Monster. Shout outs to Solo Monster. He mentioned out in the podcast last week what a lot of people don't know. People know that the Turner people there, like when what was his name? Ted Turner. When Ted lost power, right? The Turner folks, they never wanted wrestling on Turner, right? What a lot of fans don't know, the Turner folks, they never wanted WCW, even when WCW was red hot in like 96, 97. So what a lot of fans don't realize or just don't know, yeah, WCW was shit by the time it died. But even if it was hot, even if the fall off never happened, they wanted it off Turner.
It was Ted. Ted was the person who wanted it.
Right. Ted wanted it. Ted was basically like, hey, as long as I'm on the board, you guys got a spot. And as soon as you lost a spot, that was it. So if WCW had won the war, and Bischoff bought WWF, well, Ted still loses his power. Then the Turner folks don't want WCW, which now owns WWF on Turner, which means that they lose TV. Which means that WCW
that would
WWF
mean
die.
that would mean technically that would mean WCW would be on USA.
I guess. Yeah. I think the real question is when people talk about like if WCW never died, the real question wouldn't be like what would happen to WWE. The real question would be if WCW never died, does TNA exist?
No.
Does Ring of Honor exist?
No.
Does AEW exist?
No.
That's the real question.
They all would have died because Cody and the Bucks would have went to WCW, essentially.
Yeah. And all the guys from TNA's X Division.
They probably wouldn't have. It probably wouldn't have existed. It probably would have just been WCW and possibly New Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New
and
Japan
all the guys and all the wrestlers we discovered in TNA and Ring of Honor, like Joe, Punk, Danielson, Aries, the Briscoes, they all would have been like, in some feeder system in WCW.
A better question would have been what if ECW would have never died?
I think a lot of people would retire early.
I'm gonna try to remember that though, Black Saw. That might be the next What If Wednesday. What if ECW never went under?
But what
I think
if ECW didn't die,
a lot of motherfuckers would probably be in the hospital for life.
But wouldn't you? No. But serious question though. Wouldn't you guys would have liked a Briscoes versus the Triple Threat?
What was that?
What did you guys?
Briscoes versus who?
The Briscoes versus Bam Bam and Candido.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good match.
Yeah, why not?
I think if
Shane Douglas versus KO, like what you guys think?
I think if ECW never died, I think who that affects the most is Ring of Honor, because Paul Heyman had an appreciation for technical wrestling. Like a lot of those, like the Malenkos, the Guerreros, the Benoits, the Perry Saturns, the Two Cold Scorpios, like all those guys made their first big break in ECW. So if ECW never dies, then I think AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe,
Sami Zayn would not be alive if ECW would have never died.
Sure a lot of people wouldn't be alive if ECW was still there. Like, I will say this though, Darby Allin would have been their face of the company.
Hell yeah, he'd have been like a 5-time ECW champion.
Mike Awesome would have made sure Sami Zayn died.
My dream match is Mike Awesome versus Darby. That would have been like can you imagine that? Especially in the Hammerstein. Like, oh my God.
He would have been dead.
He'd be dead for sure. Like that nigga Claudio already.
Don't like Darby at all.
That nigga Claudio be throwing Darby from the ring through a table. So like, imagine what Mike Awesome would do.
Low key, Claudio would have been ECW champion. Claudio versus like Prime RVD. Claudio versus Raven. Claudio versus the Eliminators.
That's not
Claudio versus Taz.
That's not the match that Darby would have died in. That's not the match that Darby would have died in. Darby would have died with Darby versus New Jack. That's the time Darby would have died.
God, Darby versus New Jack. Who could kill each other first? Like first one to die loses. Like that's how it would end.
Stupid.
That staple gun alone.
I don't think Darby would really care if he got fucking like tasered. It seems like Darby's been through worse.
Speaking of New Jack, y'all knew this dude did stand-up comedy?
New Jack?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I didn't. I know he was right about Devon being on steroids, but I didn't know that.
When he said about OJ, when he said that, we said, "Good job, OJ." No, we said We said OJ killed two white people. Keep up the good work. I was like, oh God.
True story. I typed in New Jack, STA, and all of a sudden, 15 stabbing videos came up.
Wow.
I couldn't even finish filling out skin. That was it. It was a wrap. And see, when I stabbed, I didn't get. I tried to cut your motherfucking lungs out. And went to court, was on trial for this shit, and got offered time for this shit. And I'm sitting in court, I'm like, God damn, man, I'm about to go back to jail again. What the fuck? I'm like, man, tell the man we were just play fighting.
Oh man,
this dude is wild, yo.
When he
hey,
said
before we go, I just want to give a shout out to my manager, Miss Brandy, who almost got me killed at work today. This is going to be like a little short segment. I'm going to do like this, like every week for like 1 minute. They had a meeting today. There was an airport delay. It was like a 3-minute delay.
How you just gonna sit there and just force feed us segments? Like, you didn't ask me. Like, oh, this is a segment. This is a segment we're gonna do. You gonna sit there and just say that's what we're gonna do?
That's why we have team meetings. That's why we have team meetings.
Right.
Yeah, well, we had a team. Yeah, well, we had a team meeting today, and I'm in training still technically, so I'm just minding my own business. And the long story short is, Miss Brandy comes in there, and there was like a lecture because the planes were like, I think 2 or 3 minutes late, and she was just saying like, you guys need to step up. You guys need to put more some hustle in your step. I'm just, I'm not part of it. I'm focusing on my class. And she's like, you guys need to be hungry like Christopher. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, bitch, I just worked here. She's like, Christopher's here every day.
Let me find out.
I'm like,
they really loving you, huh? You putting in them hours.
Yeah, so she's like, Christopher's here every day. So then after that, like, everybody in the fucking room turns and looks at me. Like, now all of a sudden I got heat. I'm like, bitch, I just got here. You giving me heat? I didn't even do anything. So like, I'm pretending to lock in my homework. Like I'm struggling. I'm not struggling, but I'm pretending to struggle. So then she leaves, and I'm like, fuck, how do I break the ice? And I'm like, hey guys, did you guys hear about Drake's new album? Like you guys heard about the Iceman album?
Oh my God. I know you didn't just say that.
I'm like, yo guys, you guys heard about Drake's new album? And like this one dude in there, he's looking at me like how Rodney looked at Jody and Baby Boy. I'm like, this nigga's gonna kill me. I'm leaving. So thank you, Miss Brandy. Thank you.
Know what they be thinking in the back? Know they be thinking in the back of their minds. Know they think in the back of their minds. So they be thinking like, Tofi back there going like, boss, I did good today, boss. Didn't I, boss?
Yo, you know what? I'm done with you, Black. So.
And I thank you.
Yeah, that's exactly how they looked at you. So like, just for you even that with the same tone and all that.
Oh,
so hey guys, what's up with the Drake album?
Hi guys. Bruh, cannot. Oh man.
Holy cow, son.
Of all the things.
Yo, I just fucking turned Sandman into
Yo, I needed that laugh. That was a good one.
of all the things, man.
Holy shit.
Fuck, I went blank. Now that I've had time to think on it, I should have asked if they watched the Mario movie, the Mario Galaxy movie, but
that would have been worse.
Yo.
Not really.
I do want to see that though. I do want to see Mario Galaxy.
I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see that. I want to see that. I kind of want to see that Michael Jackson movie, but I'm scared it's gonna suck. So
I'm gonna go see that too. Me and my lady, we're gonna go see that also. The Michael Jackson.
Like you should have gave full blown Eminem. Like, hey kids, do you like violence?
This dude. Who you told that to though? Like you told that to your coworkers, so that shit was funny.
No, I was trying to break the ice because everybody was mad at me because my boss was saying that that they weren't putting work in, and I was like, "Fuck, what's a good icebreaker?" So Drake was all I could think of at the time.
Oh my god! My dude said, "Hey guys." You try to hit him with the learning tree.
Yeah.
I am the learning tree.
That's funny too, because like in a normal conversation, I couldn't tell you like a single Drake album because I've never bought any. But for whatever reason, the Iceman shit just popped up in my head. I was like, I don't know. Fuck.
Ain't nobody jacking Drake.
Did he even drop? Did he really drop that album or no?
No, he said it's coming at some point.
No, he didn't drop. He didn't drop it. He keep pushing it back. You know why? Because the rollout was so ass.
Speaking of bad albums, I fucking listened to 5 seconds of the Bully album. I was like, my god, this shit sucks.
Yeah, I don't even fuck Kanye because all that whole slavery was a choice type shit, and after that, dressing like a black Klansman, I'm not jacking that dude.
And then he said,
"Yeah."
And there's more than that. You know what? There's more than that too, because this motherfucker want to sit there and say he's a genius, and motherfucker want to sit there and say he's a god, knowing damn well he don't do his own music and he doesn't write his own raps.
Yeah, his ghostwriter, that fat dude. Sorry,
Dave Blunts.
Yeah, like he said that that Kanye tried to.
Yeah. I know. We know. Touched him. Yeah.
Kanye.
I wish Kanye could go back. I wish Kanye could go back to like the days where like the most problematic thing was like just TMZ like being rude and stalking him at like 3 a.m. in the morning.
That Kanye
like, can we go back to that Kanye?
Man, I had conversations about Kanye all the time, man. Ever since Kanye's mom died, that dude ain't never been the same. Like, he went off the rails ever since then.
Yeah.
Don't you find it to be somewhat similar? Like not or just like to bring in wrestling into this. Like, don't you find it to be similar to Benoit? Like once Eddie died, he was completely gone.
Yeah.
To a degree.
I think Sandman was onto something. I know you didn't. You didn't. I think that was the first video I ever saw you in, Sandman. You didn't say it outright, but you alluded that they were lovers.
Yeah, and I was being for real. I wasn't trying to crack no jokes. I wasn't trying to slander or nothing like that.
Yeah,
and yeah, that video went very viral. I still get comments and likes over that shit till this day. And most of the people are saying that, you know what, I didn't think of it like that, or they would allude to what Chavo said during that documentary. Remember, he said that this dude was acting like he lost a spouse. Mm-hmm. Chavo said it first. Nobody else did but him.
Well, to your point and to Chavo's point, the one new thing I did learn from that dark side in the aftermath of Eddie's death, I didn't know that Benoit went to Eddie's house, got on Eddie's bed, and grieved in Eddie's bed while holding his picture. And then Vicky confirmed it. Like, Vicky would go in the room.
Not only that, he had the pillow. He had his pillow. He was he had his legs wrapped around his pillow.
Yeah. That is kind of strange.
Like Benoit.
People deal with death differently, man.
Benoit did a freaking diving headbutt from on top of a cage. There's something wrong there when he did something like that.
My main thing is that if they were gay or whatever, they were gay. Like, who cares? Main thing is that it's they was married. That's the only thing you can say. Like, damn, y'all married and shit like that. You could be ruining your families or whatever. People's not even thinking about that. They thinking of what if these motherfuckers just wanted to live in their truth or whatever. I don't know.
I said this the entire time. I said that the entire time Eddie was a good angel on Benoit's shoulder. Once that angel was gone, you have nothing but the devil talking to you.
And Benoit was never the same when Eddie died. And I saw it, and I even said it when, like, after Eddie died and he had his first match back in the ring since then. I was like, yeah, Benoit, he ain't the same no more. And it's not that he can't put on wrestling matches. It's just something like you could see it in his eyes. He's not all the way there anymore.
Like it kind of was a duo death that led to Benoit's death. The first one was Owen's death. That was number one.
I think they have it set up now.
That shit still fucks me up to this day with Owen, because it's like, because that's like one of the main ones that didn't even need to happen.
And Owen Hart's death could have been avoided. I stand by that.
Benoit never got to say goodbye to Owen.
Yeah.
I think they have it set up now where in the event of a death, accidental or not,
show's over.
I think every wrestling company has it set up where, like, if someone dies, they give people like mental days, mental breaks, where you can just take time off. Because if I remember correctly, after Eddie died, Chris just went right back on the road. He didn't take a break. I think they did a UK tour.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He just went back on the road. Like there was that probably didn't help. That probably didn't help.
I saw how hard Benoit was crying during the video tribute. So I was like, yeah, there's something up.
Yeah, me too. We all seen that shit. And it's like, you can say that, Toph, and you're right. But people grieve differently. Some people like to keep working to take their mind off of it, because they'd rather do that than just be at home and not doing anything and grieving. They rather just take it day by day and shit like that. So it's a really touchy subject.
That was the most fucked up thing about Benoit's death. They did the death of Vince McMahon. That was supposed to be the show that night.
That dude, Vince McMahon, is a maniac. I know. For those out there that didn't see, like a couple of episodes ago, we was talking about that. When this dude thought he was an F-Zero speeding down the damn highway.
Oh yeah.
We was live for that shit. I pulled up the clip and all that. Yo, this dude, he crashed and everything. Like, yo, Vince, what are you doing, sir?
Yo, JR like was fucking. I listened to the audiobook and I thought it was a shit. When I heard the audiobook, I thought it was one of those like fake AI things, but it was real. And basically, the long story short was Vince asked JR to ride with him in his car, and they got in the car. And they're just driving, and he's driving like a lunatic, like he's in Fast and Furious, like Sandman said. But then Vince stopped the car, and he's like, I'm not even going to do the Vince voice because I need to do it normal so the listeners can understand. Vince is like, Jim, do you hear that? Jim's like, hear what? He's like, you don't hear it? He's like, hear what? And Vince is like, you don't fucking hear that? And he's like, I swear to God, I don't hear anything. And then Vince just like, no, he farted. He passed gas. He passed gas. So that was a joke. So he passed gas on purpose. And then Vince was like, so what do you think? What do you think of my flatulence? And then Jim was like, I've smelled worse. And Vince like was offended. He was offended that Jim didn't think it was like, yeah, just Vince is weird, man. He's a weird dude. He's a very weird guy.
When Vince let off the Benoit tribute show, when he said, tonight's show was supposed to be about my character, Mr. McMahon, dying. I was like, wait, huh? Like, wait, what?
Did he really need to mention that, though?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, what? Motherfucker's dead, and you talking about a fake death? Something's wrong here.
Oh, yeah, before we get up out of here, happy birthday to Lance Storm, too, B.
Nice.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Lance Storm.
Nice.
One of the best champions that WCW had to offer, hands down.
Let me be serious for a minute. Boo.
Like WCW did right with Lance Storm. I'll give WCW that.
He renamed
Canadian
every single
Triple
championship.
Crown.
That was funny as shit.
Yeah. The Canadian Triple Crown was my introduction to Elix Skipper, one of the most underrated African American performers of all time. Wherever you are, Elix, I hope you're doing well.
Isn't it manager at McDonald's now?
Wait,
I
what?
think so. Yeah.
Like no, like I'm not trying to throw no shots or nothing like that, but that's the last thing I heard about him.
No.
Like,
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And since you mentioned that, like that's a good closer, because I know like Ric Flair likes to throw jabs at Shane Douglas and shit. Because he'll say stuff like, "Oh, Shane Douglas is a manager at a Walmart."
Shane Douglas ripped him for years, though. To be fair,
Firstly, Rick, like. There's nothing wrong with being a manager at a Walmart. You got a guaranteed 401k. You get health insurance, dental insurance. Like you're not begging at fucking conventions every other month, Rick.
But Shane Douglas ripped them for years. To be fair,
yeah,
for years,
like
for decades.
I know. Not only with wrestlers, when it comes to all y'all motherfuckers out there. When it comes to, sometimes shit get hard when it comes to the entertainment world. There's no wrong with getting a job, B. I get it. You want to be seen out there like, oh, aren't you that? Aren't you this? Man, look, especially if you have a family to feed, get a fucking job.
The most fucked up.
Or at least
like, the fuck. And what's the main thing that kills me with that shit? Because knowing damn well, them same motherfuckers would need a job, but they don't got a job, but they want to make fun of us because we got a job to give them money.
The most fucked up get a job moment was when the TNA Tag Team Champion was working at Sunglass Hut. I was like, oh motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, man, like the fuck, be like.
Yeah, but to be doing it while you're currently wrestling, that has to be a gigantic mindfuck.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, B. If you feel like, oh, damn, I can't be in the public knowing damn well I'm the TNA champion or some shit like that. Work from home.
But you can't work out of home working at Sunglass Hut.
I'm not talking about whoever it is that you talking about. I'm talking about in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these motherfuckers be thinking like, oh, I'm too good to be working a regular job, but y'all want to scam and make fun of us for having a regular job to give y'all money to fund y'all bullshit.
That's like the red pill culture. Like I've noticed a lot of content creators. Like it's weird, man. Like growing up in the 80s and the 90s and shit, the worst fear for us was going to jail. Especially when shows like Oz were a thing.
It still is a worst fear.
Right. Now, not to this new generation, bro. To this new generation, they fear 9 to 5s. Like everybody, it's like these kids now.
Yeah.
These kids now, it's like they want that the easy route. Like they want to be a content creator. They want to do OF.
Wait, hold on. Whoa. The echo is crazy in the background.
I have no other tabs open. If it's me.
Yeah, how's it now?
1 2 1 2. Yo.
Good.
Okay. No, it's good. It's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just basically saying like a lot of the kids now, like they just want to be content creators or they want to be streamers. They want to do OF. They want to do collabs and shit. It's like the kids now, they fear regular 9 to 5s. Like how we used to fear jail. Like just the other day, I was looking at Low Tier God streaming again. He's a locale, and somebody on the stream was like, "Hey, why don't you just get a regular job?" And he just crashed out. He crashed out like someone called him a bum. Like, dude, he just asked you, like, just get a regular job. Like, have you thought about getting a regular job? And I don't know, man. Like, they just seem to
like you can do that.
Yeah,
you could do that. You can stream and have a regular job. Like nobody's not stopping you from pursuing your dreams.
Like, is your microphone on too high, Sam?
You heard that shit, right?
Yeah. Like I heard it loud.
It's all good. We about to shut it down anyway.
All right.
Let's get up out of here.
So no bum out this week?
next week.
Okay.
But in the meantime, in between time, you can check out the Human Ladder. I posted that. Make sure you check that out, the Human Ladder. And I was also posted this dude Dewey in Hawaii living his best life, spitting balls to that Moana 2.
Oh God.
Which is now a live action now.
There you go, B.
Watch him come out with Roman Reigns.
Oh man.
I don't care about all that. Just give me some fucking shrimp and salmon from Hawaii, and I'll be good money.
Give me that spam sandwich. Wait, what?
Oh shit. Appreciate y'all. Let's get up out of here. You heard me?
Alrighty.
Yes, sir.
I'll just shut shit down real quick. It's about to start storming and all that. Whoever's out there driving, make sure y'all stay safe and drive slow, because you already know. Play some music real quick, though. I'm working on Ravenous right now, the up-and-coming album. I ain't forget about that. And I ain't forget about y'all either. Appreciate you, Blaze. Fire up some music, because it's Friday.
Let's go. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Silverback of rappers in the building. You heard me? Yeah. Feeling this already. Time to turn up when I enter the building. Either you fake or do this for a living. Locking down the game like I put it in the prison. It's not a rap career, more like a mission. The shit I spit is always low. Got C4 explosives in my coat. The rap terrorists, I thought you know. These bum motherfuckers just got to go. When it comes to the bars, I'm well trained. Been doing this at a young age. I'm animal outside the cage. Turning enemies to shark bait. How much shit I got to take when it comes to the rap game nowadays. Most these bum dudes need to fade. Not the haircut from Stevie J. Clap, clap, dash that, put him in that chat. Lyrical chit chat, bring that track back. Nigga in the tic tac, smell like an ass crack. Where's them hoes at? All my nuts at? Guilty. Been a bad influence with my music showing, proving legacy pursuing. I'm a mutant that be pooping on your petty movement. Either got your mind thinking or your body moving. Stash a microphone from you and ask what you doing. Am I you the music moving? Got you acting stupid. Still recouping, about to lose it. All these slicks and juices. Smoke with the Easter Bunny, body slam Cupid. Wait, hold on, wait. Hold on. I'm not even gonna go too crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's some little light. But for the rest of this fucking tour, I'm gonna go fucking ham on your whore. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do to Silverback of rap. Maybe you's a bitch. Did you dig it at? Begging for money on your cash app, that's facts. You know your running game. You tryna catch a lane. You never gonna catch what everybody's gonna say. Did you dig it at? Begging for money on your cash app, that's facts. You know your running game. You tryna catch a lane. You never gonna catch what everybody's gonna say. On social media, you do your thirst trapping. Looking for a good man, bitch, stop capping. Wanna be your housewife, gotta believe in magic. Getting the geeks a habit, getting the degree and ratchet. You always run their game like this, it's Monopoly. When they get my paper, baby, please don't bother me. Saying that you're demure, pure mockery. Your whole policy probably is a swallow me. Said I'm capping up while your thirst trapping. In Manhattan on dudes slapping, bitch, what happened? You said that was a dame, that doesn't make it change. I'ma feel away, that is not okay. Bitch, did you dig it at? Begging for money on your cash app, that's facts. You know your running game, you tryna catch a lane. You never gonna catch what everybody's gonna say. Did you dig it at? Begging for money on your cash app, that's facts. You know your running game, you tryna catch a lane. church with every